Hi, this is Jeff Wasden, President and CEO of State Business Executives, and thanks for joining in. In today's fast-moving and often contentious world, businesses are faced with unprecedented challenges, from divisive political climates to fluctuating markets and an increasingly polarized society. These tensions are affecting not just public discourse, but also the way we operate as companies. And yet, in this environment, there is a powerful opportunity for growth differentiation through civility, civics, and common sense. As business leaders, we are in a unique position to influence the conversation, drive positive change, and most importantly, deliver value. Our organization, State Business Executives, strongly believes not only is this good for businesses, but also good for their bottom line, and we bear a responsibility within our own communities and to our employees to have our voices heard. State Business Executives has been engaged in listening and discovery roundtables, hosting You're Working with Who, a wonderful podcast series designed to talk about bipartisanship, common sense, compromise, and getting things done in DC, and advocating for Building Civic Bridges Act, among other activities. Embracing these principles isn't just the right thing to do, it's also a strategic and financial imperative. Let's start with civility. Many think that civility is a soft skill, something that's nice to have, but not directly linked to financial performance. But here's the hard truth. Companies that cultivate a culture of respect and inclusivity outperform their competitors. According to Gallup, organizations that foster a culture of respect have a 21% higher profitability and 17% higher productivity compared to those with toxic cultures. Why? Because when employees feel valued and respected, they're more engaged, more motivated, and ultimately more productive. Think about this. A respectful environment leads to more open, collaborative communication. Teams work better together, and ideas flow more freely. Conflict is handled constructively, turning potential roadblocks into opportunities for innovation. The result? Greater efficiency, faster problem solving, and a stronger bottom line. In contrast, toxic or disrespectful cultures lead to disengagement, higher turnover, and increased absenteeism, costing company billions each year. Civility isn't just about being polite, it's about creating an environment where talent can thrive and performance follows. Now let's turn to civics, the understanding of how our actions and decisions affect the broader social, political, and economic landscape. In today's interconnected world, businesses no longer operate in isolation. The lines between companies, communities, and governments are blurring. That is why it's crucial to align business strategies with the values and needs of the communities we serve. Consider this. Companies that act with social responsibility by investing in sustainability, fair labor practices, and community development see a direct impact in their financial performance. A study by Harvard Business Review found that companies with strong environmental, social, and governance (ESG) practices outperform their peers by as much as 25% in the stock market. Why? Because these companies build trust with customers and investors, creating long-term value. In a world where consumers are increasingly driven by values, businesses that align with societal needs see a competitive edge. When businesses integrate civics into their strategies, they don't just build goodwill, they unlock revenue stream. Take companies in the renewable energy sector, for example. By championing environmental sustainability, they not only appeal to a growing base of environmentally conscious consumers, but they also tap into government incentives, tax breaks, and new market opportunities. Acting responsibly in the community and society isn't just a moral imperative, it's a pathway to growth and profitability. Finally, let's address common sense, the often overlooked but critical principle that keeps us grounded. In today's hyper-complex world, it's easy to get lost in the noise. But businesses that succeed long-term are the ones that can make clear, rational decisions based on what truly makes sense, not what's trendy or ideological. Common sense leads to smarter financial decision-making. It means making investments that are enduring and strategic, not based on short-term hype. It means managing risk effectively, ensuring that your business doesn't get caught up in the volatility of culture or political extremes. Common sense drives operational efficiency, reduces waste, and keeps your focus on what matters most, delivering value to customers, employees, and shareholders. But the financial benefits of common sense extend beyond individual decisions. When businesses take a long-term view and prioritize sustainable growth, they are rewarded in the market. Investors today are increasingly looking for companies with clear, pragmatic strategies that focus on steady returns rather than speculative risks. A commitment to common sense, backed by data and strategic thinking, results in businesses that are more likely to weather economic downturns and outperform during periods of growth. As polarization impacts become more known, how it impacts your workplace, your employees, your company's bottom lines. New figures from SHRM indicate just how much not addressing the problem can cost employers. Collectively, roughly $2 billion a day. That staggering amount comes from SHRM's latest civility index, recently released, which find in its analysis that U.S. organizations collectively lose more than $1.2 billion in reduced productivity per day due to uncivil behaviors at work, and about $825 million per day due to absenteeism caused by incivility and increased legal and HR costs. Federal Reserve economist Marina Azamoni, her research reports that out in years when polarization is high, investments in businesses go down by as much as 27%, both in foreign and domestic investments. Now let's put it all together. The financial case for civility, civics, and common sense is compelling. When businesses foster a culture of civility, they increase employee engagement, reduce turnover, and boost productivity, all of which contribute to the bottom line. When businesses embrace civics, they align with societal needs, build customer loyalty, and attract investors who value sustainability and ethics. And when businesses apply common sense, they make smarter, more sustainable decisions that lead to long-term profitability. Here's the bottom line. In today's world, businesses that prioritize these three things don't just reduce polarization, they thrive. They build cultures of trust and collaboration, strengthen relationships with customers and communities, and make decisions that create lasting value. All of these are important to us, state business executives. Thank you for listening in.